10 minutes left. Okay. Alright, group text, very funny. Maybe don't do that. What? Okay, yeah. If y'all look behind you, you see the NTT bridge right behind you? So that is the earliest spot. And at the front, the start finish line, that is the latest time Nemi can start the race. Y'all got it? Okay. Alright, I'll read it off. Alright. First up, we have Nemi. In second, we have Skitty. In third, we have Hot Pockets. I'm gonna wait for Nemi to get to the front. It looks it's a little thin up there. All right, I'll wait for y'all. Okay, Nemi, Skitty, Hot Pockets, then Avocado in fourth, then Moonrise in fifth, then Hello in sixth, Rainwolf in seventh, Dindu in eighth, Praise in ninth, Dwarf in 10th, Light in 11th, Tom in 12th, Chaser in 13th, Drewski in 14th, Bullet in 15th, Graphics in 16th, and Nuke in 17th. Alright, slow down at the front. We're going 60. 60 or 100 kph. Remember, after the kink, we will then start blocking up. Or, yeah. 60. Oh yeah, other thing. Please do not break pace speed before we start. I will personally give you time penalties if you break that. We had a problem with it before. I don't want to have a problem with it today. Please and thank you. Alright. Start blocking up. Odds on the right, evens on the left. You are free to leave VC if you feel to do so. Just be wary if someone disconnects. We will all restart, but do not count on it right now. And then Nuke you can kind of pick your lane in the back since there's no one next to you. Alrighty, mic check, mic check, mic check. Alright, here we go. We have 17 cars in Lobby A for round number 5 of XITE XMSA GT3 Championship. Right now, we are about to go green. And we go green! Nemi gets off to a hot start. We got Skitty behind. Avocado is making a move on Hot Pockets way early already. Skitty's going to the outside. Well, Moonrise up on the outside. Oh, and Skitty takes the lead right off Nemi, right off of the start. Now he's got to get away from Nemi. Oh, Hot Pockets. Oh, it looks like he's going to make a move. We got a bunch of moves happening in the back. Craze now up to 14th. We're gonna move back to Moonrise. Oh, here we go. Dindu might look on it, and oh, Moonrise is gonna get a move up the inside. Everyone's all clean so far. I might say that too soon, but gosh dang it, the intervals ain't working again. Anyway, we're rounding the carousel. We got Nemi's taking the lead back from Skitty. Got Avocado in second. Moonrise in fourth. Great moves from him. We got Light's made his way up the pack as well. Now we're going through the kink. It looks like Nemi and Skitty are going side by side, going all the way into the Canada corner. And Skitty's ahead for now. We're going to move back a little bit more. All clean so far. No one's made any daring. Oh, someone in the back is going for it. It looks like Tom and Craze. And now we come to the line for our second lap around here. This race was 28 plus 1 lap. Our first lap was for formation. There goes Light on Moonrise up on for P4. We're going to move back up to him. This little 3-car dogfight between Avocado, Light, and Moonrise. He's top 5. Easily fastest 5 within this group. Easily. Maybe Hot Pockets too. But Avocado's won a race before. Nemi won the Watkins race from last year. But then there's also, down at the bottom, Dindu actually won our very first race at Daytona. Really, it's kind of anyone's game. I'm a little upset though, because our current championship leader, Wapian, is not in attendance for this race, so he's gonna lose some serious points down at this race. He was not part of the very first race at Daytona, so that was his drop round. And everyone in this contest has a drop round from the very first race at Daytona to the very last, which right now is scheduled at Road Atlanta, which may change because of the game. The game has some serious issues at Road Atlanta regarding some physics and the curbs, because the curbs can grab you and make you spin out unnaturally. Luckily, Skitty's holding on to this lead for now, and Nemi behind him's got a 0.8 second penalty. Good on Light that has made his way around Avocado. We're going to go back a bit. We're going to move back to Hello. See what kind of action's happening behind. He's got Drewski behind. He's got Dwarf in front. Dwarf's making some good moves. He did start down in 10th, and he's made up 3 positions in these first 2.5 laps. So Dwarf might be a bit of a dark horse. Now Drewski's making a move right up at turn 8. That's very good. Very opportunistic on Hello. Oh, there's a lot of movement going on in the back. Let's see what's happening back here. So we have... Bullet did start in 15th. I wonder if he got a little squirrely with all the other cars. But our biggest surprise was Dindu. He started 8th in the race, and now he's back down in 17th and last. So now he's really got to play a fighting game to get himself back up as far as he can, because the front pack is starting to distance themselves from the guys in the very back. Again, let's see if Dindu makes a move down at Canada. He's a bit alongside. He's going late on the brakes. And he makes the move down the inside at Canada. Good move on Dindu. And the other thing, Dindu's one of the few people that is driving the Ferrari. Although the Ferrari's probably one of the hardest cars to drive in the GT division. It's very oversteery. It's very unpredictable. It almost feels too loose in a sense. That's why people don't usually drive it, but some people can drive it really well. Let's see how he does. Again, we're gonna go back to Light, and now Nemi. Light's got past Nemi. Light's on a roll right now. He's got past Avocado and Nemi. He's past 2 laps. He's going hard defensive. Nemi's got to take a little bit of a defensive. Oh, and Light goes a little bit wide. Now Nemi and Light are going side by side, going up and over the hill, going to turn 8. And Nemi's going to get the inside line. Light's going to see if he's going to make a move. No, he's going to slot in behind Nemi. This is the highest that Light's ever been in a XITE GT3 race. So let's see if we can keep the roll up for the next 24 laps. We're gonna move back to Dwarf in the back. Now Drew's all over Dwarf's rear now. Oh, that's a great camera angle. Until he gets it there. It's when you have the overhead shot and you look over the trees and then right behind it you see a sea of blue. I just didn't really think that one clearly. Because yes, it is a forest back there. Oh, Drew just spins out. He goes wide. It's going to cost him a couple seconds. Anyway, now Dwarf's got a little bit of breathing room now. See if he can catch up to Hot Pockets up in 6th. Now Light makes his move back on Nemi. Let's see what's happening in this 2-pack right here. On Light still holding on the second. He's got to really step on the gas and really get to Skitty, because Skitty's starting to pull away the more these two fight. Now it looks like Nemi's going to get a huge run coming all the way down. They're passing by the sweep. See if he's going to make a move down at turn 5. On Light goes defensive. He's now back on the racing line. Much better turn from Light. He's now holding up Nemi now. Again, Nemi's all over his rear. Light just has to drive perfectly through here. Not allow any space for Nemi to go through. And Nemi's already in his rear bumper. He's pressuring Light into making a mistake. Light does go a little bit wide. Nemi gets a little bit of ground back. Nice. See if Nemi's gonna make a run all the way to Canada. Oh, he goes a little wide, loses a bit of speed, Nemi does. Light goes a bit defensive, Nemi's gonna go a weird way around. Oh, and he taps his rear bumper. Thought there was gonna be a little bit of bump and run, but we're all good up here in second. Light's still holding on. Very good from him. Now, Dwarf's dropped down 2 places so far. Wonder if he had a little bit of mistake coming up to Canada. Or if Cray's got to run coming up there. Alright, we're still watching these two. See if Nemi can get past Light on this drag race all the way down to turn 1. Nemi's going to hold on. He's going to hang on right on the rear of Light. Like, they're starting to realize if we fight, Skitty's going to pull away. Which now they're sort of kind of lapping at the same pace now. Because Skitty's not really getting away, but he's not losing them either. Again, we'll keep an eye on these 3. These 3 probably in contention for the win, most likely. Unless some whack tire strat just pops out of nowhere. Okay, let's check back in on the rear here. We have in the back for 16th, we have Chaser and Bullet. Bullet's hanging on to Chaser. We'll go back to mid-pack. Closest pair we got is these 3 BMWs right here. You got Drewski, you got Craze, you got Dwarf now. Dwarf's kind of lost a little bit of ground to Craze and Drew, but I'm not too sure if they took a different tire or the same tire. Again, game won't tell, so it's a bit hard to tell. Oof. On the limit. Now, Skitty and Light are already pitting, so it looks like these 2 were on the soft tires, and I think Nemi might have been on the mediums. Wondering if anyone else is going to come into the pits. No, they're not. I'm not too sure about that strat. If they just go soft the whole way, they'll probably have to do a 3-stop. But if you went on softs, you could then maybe go medium, and maybe stretch it like 10 and maybe 11 laps, which is definitely doable. And I think Nemi was probably doing that, just trying to hit the draft on the faster tires to be then hold on to everyone else, so he can get a little bit of ground from everyone else behind, from Avocado and Moonrise. I'm kind of looking back, and I see Dindu's made up. He's gone from 17th all the way up to 10th now. Glad to see he's tearing up through the back of the pack. Let's see, what else is next to each other? Yeah, closest cars there are to each other is these 3 right here. Craze, Drew, and Dwarf. And I completely missed when Craze got around Drew. My apologies on that. And there's no bits where cars are really catching or not. But these two are really just holding on to Craze at this point. Craze is setting the pace, and these two can kind of tug themselves along and try and stay with at least the pack that's heading up in front of them. The BMW trio right here. Oh, here comes Drew on Craze. He's coming down turn one. See who's going to be lit on the brakes here. He's going to the inside. He's got maybe like half a bumper. No, he's going to give away. Craze still in front for now. Now, Dwarf's got a shot. He's still in the bumper of Drew now. Oh, and Craze makes a little bit of a mistake. Drew's on the outside. Turn 7. Come down the hurry downs. Drew's on the outside of Craze. See if Craze keeps him on track. And Drew's gonna make it. Oh, he's still holding up. Craze is still holding on. Now Dwarf's in the background. He's still got a shot of just getting past both of these guys. Oh, Drew's getting a little wide. It's going to allow Dwarf to come through. Oh, it's going to be 3 wide coming down to Canada. And no, Dwarf makes it past Drew. Good move by Dwarf. Very opportunistic, seeing Drew go wide down at the kink. Now Dwarf's got to just hold on to Craze. But he's also got to defend probably a little pissed off Drew. Kind of gave up a free place to Dwarf right at the kink. See if Dwarf can get a draft all the way down to T1. A couple more people are pitting. Got Moonrise, Dindu, Rafix, and Nuke are all in the pits right now, which I think they started on mediums. I really think so. Oh, Dwarf goes a little wide. Drew's on his bumper already. Oh, Drew a little wide. Now Dwarf's gonna get a little bit more breathing room. Craze is just pulling away just a little bit. Luckily, with the draft around here, you can kind of hook onto someone and kind of stay close. Or not. Drew might get a run on Dwarf coming down to Canada. He's already side by side. He's going on the break. And Drew's ahead of Dwarf at Canada. Or not. Oh, they're still side by side. Drew did go a little bit deep. Now Dwarf's going to take it back. See if anyone's going to make a move at turn 14. No. Oh, they're all going into the pits right now. That means... Oh, we got a little three-way fight here. Luckily, Skitty has a little bit of breathing room, because he's pit already, but these two guys haven't yet. But then you also have Light, who's now ahead. You have Light and you have Name in front. Oh no, you have Light is winning. So after that little pit race off, I know it says Tom's still in front, but these two haven't pit yet. And Light right now is going to be provisional leader right now. He's got to start running away from Neme, who's about maybe a second back. There he is in the background. Yeah, Light's got to do everything his pay. He can use Grand Wolf ahead, just kind of latch on and maybe pull some distance so Neme doesn't get the draft sooner than later. It's a very opportunistic move, but Light's got to get a move on real quick. Make sure he doesn't get held up on the back straight, or else Neme is going to get a real serious move coming down, maybe to the front stretch. I don't know. Oh no, Light's getting held up by Wolf. Wolf's on worn tires, so he has to go a little bit slower compared to his rival in the back. See if Light can... Oh, whoa! That might have been a block. I'm not too sure. Either way, we were watching these two right now. Wolf's providing to be a real nuisance to Light because Neme is coming up real quick. And I don't think Wolf is realizing he's holding up Light with this fight against Neme. And Neme has made up some real ground there. At least he's got a car in between himself and Neme, and I'm not too sure if Neme's going to get around him sooner than later. Yeah, these top four are all really close to each other. I think Neme's going to get Grand Wolf coming down to turn 5. Because, yeah, in the background, they're side by side. Oh, and Grand Wolf's holding up Neme as well. But Neme's now in front of Grand Wolf now. I think the worn tires is starting to prove to be a hindrance to Grand Wolf now. Although I have a feeling Light's going to maybe protest Wolf's move on the back straight the lap before. It was a little sketchy. I do think it was a block, and Light was trying to go around the right side, but Grand Wolf was also turning right, so then Light would have to go onto the grass to not be able to run into the back of Wolf or possibly just spin him out. Again, that's something we'll look at the end of the race. For now, We are still on board. Light and Nami at the front. And luckily, Light's already got past Tom, and Nami's already got past Tom as well. So it looks like Light will have a little bit of breathing room, although the draft behind to Nami is he's going to be real close on that. Okay, there's no traffic in front of Light now. You can kind of just cruise now. But Nami is closing in more and more every single lap. I do think these two are on the same strategy compared to everyone else behind, so I think they will have a huge advantage. But there's also the people in the back who are, I think, are maybe committing to a two-stop behind. So everyone that's already pit once, I think, is going to go on a two-stop. Everyone who's not pit yet may just subject to a one-stop. Maybe they're going hard to hard, which is, it's totally viable. It's daring. You have to be extremely precise because you have less room for error on the hards to hard because the tire itself is so slow. But there's also the thing where you can lose less time by going to the pits, by going there one less time compared to everyone else. And already, Nami's already on the back of Light already. Oh, Nami goes a little wide. He's going to get a little room for Light. A little breathing room. He's not going to attack yet, but he can attack. Coming down to turn one, and Nami just breaks. He closes in so much distance on Light coming down. A few car lengths, and now Nami's already challenging Light on his bumper. Oh. I think Light backed out of there knowing that probably was going to be losing fight, or he might draft Nami coming down the front straight, but I don't know. He's lost a couple car lengths on that last turn itself. I think he did mess up compared to Nami. I think he's playing the long game here. He's playing the smart. You hold on to Nami. If you fight, you're going to burn off your tires quicker than later. But if Nami gets away, then you've kind of lost the battle. You lost the war as well. That is something I am a little curious about. Or maybe Nami is on the soft tires. Maybe Light realized that. Alright, we are going to go to someone else, kind of follow their own battle. I think, going back on these guys, oh yeah, here's a battle right here. See, if Dwarf might be looking to move down at Canada corner, he's way ahead, way before all Chaser's already into the back of Dwarf. Now he's got a red hot Drew. He's also going to make a move on Chaser down at turn 13. Again, I do think, if we look, yeah, he was also on the one stop, but also Light is now pitting as well for his second time. The first person that's pitting for a second time. So I really want to think Name is on the mediums. But again, there's no way to tell that for sure. Let's go back on Drewski and Dwarf. We're gonna spectate from game cams. A little wide from Drew. It's gonna lose a little time. We're gonna go to Rafex and hello. This is a really cool Merc livery. I know he made it as it was a DTM livery. The Mechberg DTM team, and he was like, you know what, we're just gonna slap the XITE stuff on here, and it looks pretty cool. So good on him for doing all that. Let's see, where is Light? Okay, so Light is down here. I mean, kind of see Nemi on the map. He's going through turn 1. That's a huge pit delta right there. All the way to the last corner, before the last corner at turn 2? At least maybe 40 seconds, maybe more, because of how fast these cars are going down the main straight. But I think Light also may be doing the faster tires and more stops. Again, it's a little hard to tell, but that's kind of how I'm seeing this thing. I'm gonna go back to Drew. Going on board with Drew now. Oh, here we go. Drew's got a run on Dwarf. He's going to go outside. See if he can get a move out turn 5. Oh, they're door banging. Outside turn 5. Drew's got space. Dwarf's got to acknowledge it. And he slams the door. He parks on the apex so Drew can't get by. Oh, Drew's gonna make a move. Oh, he goes a little deep. Oh, he's barely kept it in. Unless he gets a time penalty there. He's got 2.5, which I don't think that was from that specifically. Alright, Drew's got it done across the wharf. He's going into the pits. Skitty's also going into the pits as well. I'm wondering if he's going to go on the softs and just commit to that for the rest of the race. We're going to go back to the replay cams on these two, because these two have been fighting all race long. And in the background, they got to look out for Dindu. He's kind of quietly made his way up the field. From back to last, now up to 8th now. He's putting in a really good recovery drive since that little incident down at the beginning of the race. Yeah, Dindu's already on the back of these two already. He's going to get a run because these two are fighting, and maybe he might think about going... No, he's not going to go 3 wide. But he is thinking he's going to the racing line. He's going to go behind Dwarf all the way outside. Oh, Drewski keeps it on. I think now he's fighting with Dindu now. And Dindu goes way around Drewski now. Dindu's got another place. And now Dwarf's got a breathing room on Drewski now. Wide from Dindu. He's going to lose a little bit of speed. Drew's going to maybe get the place back before Canada corner. He's got it. Oh, Dwarf is a little wide. He's going to allow Dindu and Drewski to go through. So now we're in reverse positions we were compared to last lap. Got Drewski in the front, and we got Dwarf behind. Dintu's pitting again. Also, Nemi's going in for a second time. I think Nemi's going to switch to softs. I think he might. But I'm also kind of wondering, where's Light compared to Dintu? And not only that, where's Neme? Because Neme's at the end of the pits. Now Light is a couple seconds back on Neme. So the only fight I can see on track is between these two, between Hello and Bullet. Okay, we're coming to the final closing stages of the race. And we're in a little bit of predicament. At least to me. Okay. My predicament was kind of lifted just now. Strangely. Anyways, this front two hadn't pitted yet. And in my head I was thinking, well, if they just keep going, they could maybe finish ahead of some people. You know, because that pit delta is really long. But doesn't look like it has ended just yet. The only person I'm a little worried about is Light, who's now just come out of the pits for a third time, which I think he's literally just gone all softs. So a bit interesting on his part. Oh, here comes Skitty. Already side by side by Moonrise before turn 1. He's late on the brakes and he gets ahead of Moonrise right before turn 1. Now he's got him. Moonrise is already on the back of Skitty already. Oh, and Moonrise thought about it. He's gonna get a run coming down all the way the second long straight on turn 5. Alrighty, 3 more laps to go. 3 to go. Oh no. We've just had 2 disconnects. Anyway, we're coming down to the final lap. It looks like Neme's got enough distance on Avocado. The only problem is Neme's got a 2-second penalty, and I'm wondering if Avocado is going to be able to catch up to him in time. Alrighty, well, we're gonna go back up to the front. And Neme has dominated once again. 2 for 2 in his races here. Round 4 and round 5 he's gonna take the win. We're gonna go back to Drewski and Craze. Actually, no, we're gonna go back to Moonrise. I think Skitty's gonna get Moonrise because Moonrise himself has got a 2.1 second penalty. Which I think Skitty is gonna get the podium once again. I'm looking behind it, Dindu and Dwarf. I think Dwarf's gonna get Dindu. And yes, he does. Now Hello and Tom are gonna go side by side. It's a drag race to the line. I think Hello's gonna get the side draft coming up. Oh no, Tom's got a better run. Oh, so close. But I think Hello's gonna win based on the time penalties itself. Oh, what a race. Here comes Chaser, comes Grand Wolf. Here comes... Oh no. Oh? Maybe there weren't any desyncs. Alrighty. Alright, good race, L. If you have any penalties, submit them to the stewards' inquiries, and y'all are all free to go. What's your question? Why is Moonrise what? Oh, he changed it beforehand. He swapped it. It was okay. He signed up for one and then he texted me like 5 minutes later. He's like, "Can I switch it?" It's like, "Yeah, you can." It was fine. He hasn't raced before, so there's no penalty against it. He's fine. Who got fastest lap? Avocado 2.1. Wait, Dwarf got it. A .149. Dang, dude. Wow, alright. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, he was flying. I was thinking, cause like you and him were so close so many times. I was thinking, oh, this is gonna be a good fight all the way to the line. But then I think, yeah, Nami was on mediums. I think the second or third stint. I was guessing. But yeah, you. Oh, that's disgusting and quick. Oh my god. He's cooking, yeah. Alrighty, alright. Alright. Aren't they closing their doors? Yeah. What the heck? I don't understand.